Hello and welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. So today is a really big day for Pokemon Unite. The mobile version of the game released today, and there was a huge update early this morning that changed a lot about the game. So we're going to be playing it today. Hello there to Ping Kong 64 as well as Dragon Lord. I'm also thinking that it would be nice to have a trailer. YouTube has the ability for me to have a 15-second to 3-minute video before that plays before, opening the stream. And I think that that'd be pretty interesting if I could just quickly go over the very basics of the game within 3 minutes. No Pokemon Unite save data found on this account. Played mobile version. Okay, let's do this thing here. Okay, that's fine. Because I don't actually have a Pokemon Trainer Club. If you already have a mobile device version in which to transfer access to that save data. Okay, I mean, that's what I've done. Oh, hang on one moment, everyone. This is kind of an interesting issue here. Maybe I need to update the game. Nope, that's not it. It didn't let me log in with my Switch, even though I was playing it earlier on my phone. Not sure what's going on with that. Let's see what happens if I try to log in on my phone and also on my Switch at the same time. Do the intro again? Why would I do the intro? That doesn't make any sense. I've already done the intro. Okay, I am successfully able to log in on my phone. Right? Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay, so I'm able to log in on my phone. And now I'm going to try to log in. I'm trying to link my Pokemon Trainer Club account to my phone. Except I don't remember my password, so much for that. That's okay. It's ironic because I have it saved on oh, there it is. Okay. Easy enough. Alright, so now I have my Nintendo account and my Pokemon Trainer Club account linked. Good enough. Let's close out of the phone version. And now now that I know what my Pokemon Trainer Club account is, I should be able to log in here. I'm going to obviously put in some sort of thing on the screen to stop it from showing what my password is, but I guess it doesn't matter because it just worked the second time. So there we go. So this is what Pokemon Unite looks like now. It looks pretty fancy. There's no sound though, right? Is that just me? Oh, you know what? I turned down the sound on my phone because I didn't want to have it.
Ready, go!
So apparently even the settings are continue to be the same between the phone and the what's it called? So like yesterday I went through like this crazy win streak before I played Final Fantasy VIII, but you know, to my shame, most of it was me playing Cinderace. I gotta say, I broke down and I picked a top tier. I gave up on, well, I didn't give up on, but I wasn't playing Eldegoss and Venusaur, and immediately saw better results from it. Alright, there's a lot of stuff to talk about here. First and foremost, we can see replays from friends. That's pretty cool. Oh, you can actually, okay, so it's like you can watch things while they're happening. That's like not as cool as I thought. I wish that you could like save the replays. Yeah, so like it's only as they're happening. It's not as great, but you can kind of look at other stuff. You can look at top ranked players at least. And it's only like one per Pokemon, I guess. And actually a couple more. Like I don't see a Charizard, for example, right? So that's unfortunate. But I could watch like 2 Venusaurs, 3 Venusaurs even, a couple of Cinderaces. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But, you know, I think that is fine though. We'll be able to like look at stuff afterwards. That's what I mean by that is maybe eventually they'll add other things. The rankings. Have not reset, it doesn't look like. Yeah. So the rankings have not reset yet. These are still the same number of wins about that they had before. Cool stuff. Unite squads. Let's go ahead and do that, I guess. Or should it be YouTube/Stormy Sensei? Yeah, let's do YouTube/Stormy Sensei. There we go. Oh no, it gets rid of the slash. No! Why does it do that? I mean, I know why it does that. It's fine. It's a very common development thing. I guess I'll do Stormy Sensei YouTube. It's kind of weird that you're only allowed to do like 30 people in the squad, right? And then, is there like a anyone welcome thing? And I guess if I say master and beginner, then that's pretty much the same thing, and then anytime. I mean, that's pretty much literally just like your friends list. Yeah. Anyway, here's the squad. I think that I have about, well, we definitely have way less than 30 viewers that actually play this game. was actually just in the middle of putting a poll there. I got a request already. I'm assuming that's Chomper, yeah. And then I got a couple of other things that I want to do here. Oh yeah, so the events, very important to take a look at the events that are on here. So you're gonna want to do pretty much all your daily missions. That's actually how I have so many like tickets and coins, is basically just by doing daily missions all the time. I'm at like 4,000 tickets right now and 30,000 coins. Normally I don't really buy things in the game, but I actually will because I actually don't have a single all-rounder and I need one in order to do more quests. So it's going to be between Lucario, Machamp, Garchomp, and Charizard. I'm thinking Charizard though. There we go. Now have a new Pokemon, Charizard. Oh, very nice. Uses some good things here. So pretty important stuff to know is that there's a participate in 5 battles with the following role supporter. So basically play as a supporter, defender, attacker, speedster, and all-rounder 10 times. So that's 50 battles total. And then you'll get all of these tickets. So that's what, 195 times? That's kind of weird, this 190, like why not just make it 200? But anyway, that's 340 times 5, so like 15,000. No, 1520 coins. I want to use my level 30 enhancer help. Okay, so yeah, that's another thing to talk about, I guess. You can use these 7-day max grade trial cards. You can use it on an item to make it temporarily be level 30 for the next 7 days. Which I think is pretty nice. Like you can use it to kind of see like, oh, I've heard this item is good, but how good is it? So like if you want to say like, alright, everyone keeps on talking about Buddy Barrier, let's see what all the fuss is about. And you can kind of do that for 7 days. In addition to that, just from playing the game and getting up to certain trainer levels, trainer level 14 is not that tough to do. Like in order to even upgrade in order to hold 3 items, you need to have level 10 anyway. So that's like pretty important. And in order to upgrade items, you need something like level 10 as well. I forget. So once you do that, once you just play enough to get to that level through standard battles, then you can get these super item enhancers, which changes a single held item to level 30, and it refunds you all of the item enhancers that you use in order to get it to a particular level. That's like really, really good. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. You go into your item box here, you go into your consumable items, and then you use this thing here. And it's a super, super rare item here. So if I use this here, as you can see, another good thing for this is that it shows you what the stats are going to be at level 30. So like you see how with this muscle band you go from 5% attack speed to 7.5% attack speed, and from 10 to 15 attack. And likewise you go from 3 to 4.5 cooldown, from 20 to 30 defense. Like A lot of people were saying Focus Band is really good, but like, Focus Band isn't that great at level 30 compared to level 20. I mean, look at this. Defense goes from 20 to 30, and you don't get a special, it's still the same, you know? Like, it's not going to increase its effect grade. Like, it's still going to be the 14% of the HP that you lost. I downloaded the mobile version of Pokemon Unite. It gave the new Pikachu skin for free, but on Nintendo Switch it doesn't. Well, you already claimed it on the mobile version, so you can't claim it on the Switch version. Also, you have to link the same account that you use for both. So if you have a Nintendo Switch account, you have to use that to log into your phone, and use that account to log into Switch. Or if you use your Pokemon Trainer Club, use that to log into both. So going back to the level 30 stuff, like, you can see that some of these aren't really that worth going from 20 to 30. Like, they're worth because, like, stats are stats, right? But, like, some things are better than others. So, like, so if this were level 20, then it would be an 8% increase. Going from 8 to 12% is actually a pretty big number. And going from 4 to 6% critical hit rate is also pretty good as well. So Scope Lens is probably worth it. Yeah, Wise Glasses is not really that worth it, going from probably like 24 to 39 or something like that. Float Stone, not that great. So a lot of these items are really good at 20, and you can just go to 20 and then that's fine. So I actually thought about what I'm going to use my super item enhancers for, and I wrote it down somewhere. I'm going to just pull that up real quick. I'm pretty sure that I know what they're going to be. It's going to be Scope Lens, Score Shield, and Muscle Band. Pretty sure that I don't even really need to look that up, but because you only get 3 of these ever, and I'm pretty sure that you're only ever going to get 3 of these, because the developers, like, a lot of people were complaining very early on that this was very pay to win. Like, you spend all this in real life money in order to get these item enhancers and then immediately upgrade these things to level 30, and quote unquote you can't compete with people that have max level items. But if you give all the players the ability to have 3 items at level 30 and then another 3 items temporarily at level 30 for free, then, like, you can't really complain about that, right? Like, you've leveled the playing field. Anyway. So, Scope Lens, Muscle Band, and Score Shield, personally I think are the best ones to get from 20 to 30. Anything else is fine at level 20. Going to go first with Score Shield here. And notice here where it says that, you know, I'm going to get back 567 item enhancers because that's how many I've used to get Score Shield to level 20. Let's go ahead and use that again. And this time on a Muscle Band. Another 567 back. And as you can see, the plus 567. And then lastly, there's Scope Lens. Scope Lens is one of those items that actually has a lot of benefit going from 20 to 30. And that's the main reason why I want that to be used here. Nice. And the rest of the items, now I have like 1,300 of these, which is pretty nice. I'm going to move the Buddy Barrier up to level 20, I think is what I said I was going to do. Yeah. And so now I'm at 400 HP. Going the extra 10 levels to get to 30 would get me to 600 instead of 400, which is fine. An extra 200 HP at level 1 is pretty nice, but I think that Buddy Berry is fine where it is right now, because the main thing was that I wanted to jump from giving a 30% shield to giving a 40% shield to me and an ally. So that's what we're going to go for that there. Alright, and then with the new upgrade with the new update as well, there are new held items. So we got weakness policy here. It raises your attack for a short time while the Pokemon is receiving damage. So I've looked into this, and by that I mean I waited for other people to research this. When you get hit, there is a 2-second timer that goes down, and once those 2 seconds are up, you lose the attack bonus. But this stacks up to 4 times, so you're able to get 4 stacks of this total. And I'm going to use tickets for this. Should I use tickets for this? Tickets. So I used to think you should use coins to get these items because, you know, I had more coins than I had tickets. But since I can only get item enhancers using tickets, and you can only get Pokemon using coins, it's kind of like, are you going to buy more Pokemon in the future, or are you going to buy more item enhancers? And honestly, I think you're going to buy more item enhancers over time than Pokemon. Also, at some point in time, you'll have enough coins to buy everything anyway, so there's no point in doing these. Like these other items as well, like these all can only be gotten using tickets as well. So I said really early on, you should use these using tickets, but I was wrong. You should use coins for these. No, I'm saving my coins for a new Pokemon. Well, as you can see, I'm also saving my coins, and I have like way more than enough, right? Like, I just bought a Pokemon today. I bought Charizard at the beginning of the stream for 6,000, and I still have 22,000. So I could buy, you know, I could buy Gengar and Garchomp right now if I wanted to. I don't want to, but I could do it, you know? Or am I doing ranked because I don't know if I want to? What do you mean by that? What's wrong with ranked tonight? I wasn't thinking about. I was going to check to see what kind of audience we got, and if we got a couple of mobile players in, then I was just going to teach them kind of how to play through standard battles or CPU matches. And otherwise I was just going to do ranked. And one other thing that I wanted to do for sure was start working down some of these quests. It's broken after the update is completely broken. What do you mean by completely broken? What's happened with is it broken because the matchmaking is terrible, or is it broken because there's lag? Is it broken because, you know, no one's playing ranked right now? Another issue is that, like, you know, all these mobile players are coming in now, so they're going to be trying to work their way up. There's going to be a bunch of really bad players, but like, if you're a high enough rank, then you shouldn't be affected by them because they can't get matched with you. What else did I want to do here? Oh, now the X button does the battle pass stuff. Okay, I'm confused because you used to press the X button to open up the menu. So the main thing I want to do today, I want to make a trailer where I basically go over how to play Pokemon Unite, and I want it to be less than 3 minutes long. It can be longer than that. I'm going to make a highlight of it, and I'm going to like cut out the dead air and whatnot. And then if I want to do a tutorial during the stream, I want to do all the missions that I can. So if you lose, you may not lose any diamonds, or you may lose multiple diamonds. Well, that's even in higher ranks, because that's always been the case in beginner ranks. You may lose 0 diamonds. Crustle is absolutely broken with glitches on his moves. Well, for me, I guess generally I don't really see much of a point of doing standard though. Like, the one thing, because like I would either do quick battles with CPUs to get through the battles really quickly and do all of these missions like really quick like. And you have to play ranked in order to do these missions. You only have 14 days to participate in and win ranked matches. And I don't think they're going to fix it soon enough for that to be a reasonable thing. So we will be playing ranked tonight, for sure. I don't know, 12 wins is a lot, though. We're not going to get 12 wins for sure. And it has to be like with a friend, too, which is really crazy. And then, you know, this is super easy. That's just 5 battles, generally speaking. We've already done that. This is easy. And then win 32 battles. Yeah, we'll actually do that today. I think we could actually get through 50 battles here. And we'll actually, even though we already have Zero Aura, we'll get the coins refunded that would give us another Zero Aura. Plus we get these in the meantime as well, which is pretty nice. What is that, 100? 100's not that much, but it's pretty good. Participate in one battle with a friend. Oh, they're pushing the friend feature very hard. Alright, so that's that there. And then the last 2 things that I wanted to do was go through and upgrade some of these other items. So now I'm using all the refund things that I got. We're gonna go over the new items real quick. So there's weakness policy. So raises your attack by minimum of 3%. I don't know why it says minimum, because like, I don't think it goes more than that. So this stacks 4 times. So you can, at level 20, you can have 12% of your attack raised, which is pretty nice if you're constantly like, but getting it hit 4 times, like that could actually be death. You could actually die within 4 hits. So it's kind of like, I don't know about that. You're saying that you could lose rank if things don't go your way, but I'm thinking about how you could win rank. Because like if you lose and you don't lose a diamond, or if you win you get 2 diamonds, that's pretty nice. Weakness policy, I'm gonna say could be okay. It increases your HP, increases your attack, and is probably good for like a melee character. It scales better at higher levels, which is interesting because usually items are better at lower levels and then they get worse as you level up. And so let me say that better. At level 1, when you start the game, weakness policy is pretty bad because you have a low attack. And as your Pokemon gains levels, and especially the Pokemon that evolve, like Cinderace, for example, or like mostly Cinderace, honestly, the numbers, your attack keeps on getting higher and higher, so this percentage increase keeps on getting better and better. Compare that to something like attack weight, which gives you plus 12 attack every time you score, and gives you, let's say, like 18 attack at the beginning. At the beginning of the game, that's pretty good. Plus 18 attack is really good, plus 12 attack is really good when you're at the beginning at level 1. But by the time you're level 15, the fact that you scored 6 times and got the max stat growth of 72 is actually not going to be that impressive. So it's actually a lot worse at the end of the game. So it's really good for, you know, getting that early lead and whatnot and keeping it. So that's kind of the same with all of these items. Like, they're really good for the first 2 minutes, and they're really not that great for the last 2 minutes. So a good way of thinking about it when you're talking about points and like numbers of points. These percentage items are bad early on, and then they get better as the game goes on, as your level gets higher, as the Pokemon's level gets higher. Buddy Bear is kind of good all around because it has good HP at the beginning, which is very important, and then later on when you actually get your Unite move, plus 40% of your max HP is pretty good when your max HP keeps on going up as you get higher leveled. So let's go over some of these other ones here. So Choice Specs increases the damage of moves by a minimum of 40 when they hit. The higher the Pokemon special attack, the more damage is increased. So what I've seen from this, and I went to sarahb.net, that number goes from 20 to 30 to 40, I think. I'm going to just double check that because I looked it up a really long time ago, and I'm not sure if that's correct. I've looked at a lot of numbers today. Held items. Choice specs. Oh, it doesn't actually say how much more the damage is. But there's no cooldown on it, so basically you can just keep on using your moves and the damage, you'll just keep on doing extra damage for free based on your special attack, which is pretty nice. I've been hearing that it's actually better than Wise Glasses or special attack specs, because these are just like numbers and this is a percentage. So like your special attack does increase by 7% here, but the issue is that like certain Pokemon are like, if you look at the damage formula for a lot of these moves, it'll be like, for Venusaur for example, let me just open up Venusaur real quick here. And I can actually just swap over to this as well. Alright, so here we have Venusaur, and if you look at something like their special attacks here, right? They have a base damage, and then they have a percent increase based off of their special. Well, they don't actually, I guess you'd have to go to Unite database instead. But basically, the formula has to do, it doesn't take your entire special attack stat. It gives you a portion of your special attack adds on to the damage. And then there's like a base damage it'll always do, and then it'll do some percentage of your special attack that goes into your attack. So increasing your special attack by 7% does not increase the damage you deal by 7%. It takes some fraction of that, so that's like not entirely great there. But dealing just flat extra damage, especially early on, is really nice. And then as you get to the higher levels, it scales pretty well throughout. Welcome to the channel, Alaya. There's hope Man and I has a winning matchup against this new DLC. I do hope that they announce the final character for Smash tomorrow during the direct. That'll be nice. I've given up on really winning against DLC. I think that really does pretty good against Pyra and Mithra. What are we going to go? When are we going to go to the lobby? Soon, soon, soon. I want to upgrade some of these items and talk about them. I know that you've probably seen all the videos already today that explain all the new items and all the changes that have happened in the new upgrade, but not every one of my viewers watches everyone like Peak or Shiroku or Spargles or things like that. We're going to mostly be doing quick battles today. I'm going to almost exclusively be doing quick battles. I'm not going to be doing too many ranked battles. I'll probably play a little bit of ranked towards the end, but I really want to get as many battles in as possible. Alright, so the last held item is going to be Razor Claw. This is a really good item, honestly, in my opinion here. So, after you use a move that's not your basic attack, that's like your ZR, ZL, something like that, you'll do extra damage on your next basic attack, which is pretty nice. And if you're a melee character, then it slows down the opponent for 2 seconds, and there's a 2-second cooldown for this, which means that you can basically hit them with a special attack, or hit them with your attack, or with your move, your Pokemon move, use a basic attack, and then hit them with another move, hit them with another basic attack, and then they just can't escape from you. Seems like it would be especially good on someone like Lucario, personally, like with using extreme speed, or like someone like Talonflame, where with their acrobatics they can like dive in, hit their opponent, and then and then like evade towards the enemy's goal, so that they can't escape, and then hit them with a basic attack to slow them down, and then like peck at them, hit them again, acrobatics again. Like, this is probably the best item that they added with this upgrade, with this update. Let's see though. Alright, so choice specs to 10 is what I said I wanted to do. And then all the rest of my enhancers go into Razor Claw. I want this to get to level 20. It's not going to get to level 20. Actually, it will get to level 20 because it only takes 567 to get to level 20. And I have more than enough. Kind of makes sense that I have enough for this, because I did take 2 items that were level 20 and move them to 30, and 1 item that was level 10 and moved it to 30. Perfect. Alright. And I don't really know what else I'm going to do after that. As far as held items, I think that these are all fine as is. I'm getting Smash 4 Bayonetta vibes right now. What do you mean? Alright, I think that we're done with everything here. Let's actually get into the battles. Here's our lobby ID. I guess I should teach you guys how to join a lobby. So you click on here, and then you type in whatever the number is that's on screen. And that's how you enter the lobby. And this is that number that you're going to be typing in. So I'm thinking that the new build I'm going to be doing is Razor Claw good? It looks like it's supposed to be good. I haven't actually used it yet. But I think that someone like Cinderace or Talonflame or Charmander would do really well with Razor Claw. I'll show it at some point in time, most likely, because this is random battle. I actually don't want to do random battles. I want to do CPU matches. Alright, well, let's battle prep our new Charizard here. I think Muscle Band is good. And I think that Razor Claw is good. And, you know, this isn't so terrible. Shell Bell. Not because of the special attack, that's not important, and not because of the healing, that's also not that important. But the move cooldown is actually, you know, pretty nice. Let's see if I could think of something best would be better. Score Shield obviously would be better. Scope Lens is probably better here. This is actually the set that I plan on running on Cinderace. Oop, I don't want to use a potion. Am I using a potion? I'm using a potion. Alright. Time to be a noob. Anything about Leftovers? Leftovers is actually not very good. And the reason why Leftovers isn't good is because you only recover your HP when you're out of combat. What out of combat means is that you have to be not attacked, or you have to not attack someone for 8 seconds. So like, just watch. So like, I'm gonna start now. Alright, all that time just now, starting now, that was 8 seconds. That's a really long time. As you can see, we actually killed 2 wild Pokemon while we were waiting for those 8 seconds to pass. If only I had eject button. They got me. I definitely deserve to lose that fight. Charmander level 4. So another thing that is important to know, see, I'm at level 4 now. I'm never going to go past level 4 until I defeat something or score. Now that I've gotten that that defeat, I'm now level 5 with Charmeleon. And if only I had...
You're in trouble.
This technically isn't my first battle as Charmeleon or Charizard. Wow, that killed me. Well, it's level 11 and I'm level 8, so that makes sense. So the difference in level is pretty important in this game, and so I'm at level 8 now. I'm not going to be able to level up again until I defeat something once again. So I need to really work on defeating something and avoiding enemies until then, because that level 10 is going to kill me. You see how easy of a time he had, like, really messing me up there? I literally can't do anything until I defeat something on the map. These yellow dots correspond to Pokemon that I can defeat. Like wild Pokemon, not like player people. There we go. And now I'm Charizard, so things will go a little bit better now.
final stretch.
Man, this Machamp is really, really good. See all those scores that the Machamp did? He's so good. Let's see. I mean, for all that, it was only 83 points total, but there's still a lot of individual scores. And he definitely stopped us from scoring anything. I totally forgot about the Battle Pass missions. I'm buying the Battle Pass, I never do. Ooh, item enhancers. That's the best one. Alright. Now what are we meant to do? We meant to do CPU matches. We're just gonna stomp on the CPU for like a couple of hours here. Alright. Oh, I should have done the, if you were in the previous lobby, you're not guaranteed a spot on this lobby. That's interesting. It actually set the X attack, but like it was too late for it to be in the previous match. Also note, I had level 30 items. I had a level 30 scope lens and level 30 muscle band, and I still got completely wrecked. This game is not pay to win, even though people thought that it was for so long. Wait, what are you doing? There's 5 people. You can do a standard battle. I could. A standard battle takes 10 minutes. A quick battle takes 5 minutes. So if I were to rotate out, so we have more than 5 people that are trying to enter the lobby here. We got E Miller that's not in this one. We've got you that's not in this one, or Nintensus. We've got, well, already that's too many, right? But there are 5 people that are trying to get into the lobby, and there's only slots for 4 in a standard battle. So you're actually going to get more playtime overall by alternating between, you know, separate groups. And I think Schneidog might also be trying to join. I'm not quite sure about that one, though. They were here earlier, and they usually join in the stream, but... So, you know, just so everyone is clear, this is not the best way to play or to get good at the game by playing computers. Computers are really, 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 really terrible at the game. In fact, playing against computers probably will actually make you worse at the game. Just because they're actually just that bad. But computers will always forfeit when there is a 300-point deficit. And so if you're trying to play as many games as possible in as quick a time as possible, playing against computers actually helps with playing through the game quickly. There really aren't that many points in Shiver City, so it's actually kind of difficult to get this 300-point lead. This goes a lot faster when you're on Roma Park or Mer Stadium.
You're on the final stretch.
At least now the points are doubled, so man, we need to come up with a better strategy here. Or maybe do CPU or do standard matches, because I think that we would actually finish faster. Oh wait, why didn't they surrender? Did they change that? Oh man, I would be really upset if they actually updated, or if they changed that with the update. Alright, that changes everything. It actually changes nothing. We're still going to do quick battles, even if they don't surrender. It's still like 5 minutes instead of 5 minutes per battle instead of 10 minutes per battle. Well, so much for speed running quests. That's okay. Will there be any newcomer Pokemon in this game? So there will be Sylveon and Mamoswine at some point in the future. They've already announced those. And then, I think Jalen Dragon, you were in the previous one. Also, Chomper was in the previous. Let's wait for someone else to hop in. There's Letopia. See, we have more than, and there's Bobfather. See, we've got more than 4 people that are trying to hop in here. I don't have to play Charizard, but I do need to play an all-rounder 5 times. So far that was 2 matches, 3 more, and then I can move on to the next role. I couldn't imagine them not adding Incineroar to this game. He's too popular of a Pokemon. Now, he hasn't been announced, so I don't know when or if he will actually be in, but like, from a, you know, sell coins perspective, like I'd imagine they will eventually do it. I think it is nice to have like just a handful of Pokemon introduced at a time. Because like if you were a new player trying to get into something like League of Legends, there's so many champions. Like, and they're all so different and they all have the different interactions and things like that. And like if your team chooses like, you know, their 4, and then you choose one that doesn't fit with the comp, and then they're like already thinking that you're griefing them, like that's like really overwhelming. That's actually a really nice movement speed increase. I don't really want to die to CPUs, so... I think Flamethrower might actually be better than Fire Punch now. This is based on that movement speed. Because like, well, I don't know, because Fire Punch stuns them and knocks them backwards, and then you can use that to knock them back into the Fire Blast. See, we're like clearing things so quickly. But it doesn't matter because there's no more surrender from the CPUs.
You're on fire!
Okay, well actually, you know what? It actually isn't that terrible. The fact that they removed the what's it called? Because there were certain quests that were actually more difficult to do with CPU matches, such as defeat Rotom 3 times in a standard match, or like things like that, where the CPU would actually give up too quickly for you to actually do those types of quests. terms of actually damaging the opponent, it's probably better to use Fire Punch. But when it comes to just like moving around the map, Flamethrower is probably the way to go. You can just like use it even if there's no target, and you still get the. Oh wait, do you not get the movement speed buff if you don't hit anyone? You don't have a support? Oh yeah, you do. Okay, that's right. Yeah, you don't have a support. I was about to say, like, what about Slowbro? Slowbro's defender. There's more than 4 people that want to join Elia. We've got Dragon Lord, Radioactive Spider Boys, Bob Father, you, Chomper, E. Miller. That's 6 right there. The strat I see with Wigglytuff is Sing. Oh, the strat with Wigglytuff is I see, I sing. I was gonna say that, oh, and Skillies as well. That's 7 people that are trying to rotate in. Trust me, it's better to do quick matches, even though you don't play with 4 at once. I'm not feeling, what's it called? Scope lens too much. But actually, you know, it's the best thing that I have for Charizard, so I guess I'll just deal with it. Imagine if Friendly's affected quests. Yeah, that's the. I guess that would be the biggest thing. You could play with up to 8 people, or up with me plus 7 people when friendly matches, but you wouldn't be able to do quests with them. Also, they'll be kind of broken because you would just literally get in and immediately surrender. I guess you can't immediately surrender. There's a time limit before you can actually surrender. Wait, okay. Scope lens is actually kind of busted. Never mind. I think you have to hit something in order to get the speed boost. He just literally dodged. That was so clutch. No, I died to a CPU, and that allowed them to get to their Eldegoss. Hey there, I like pie. I accidentally invited for the less excited, yes. That's okay. It's good to keep your expectations tempered. Oh, I need to let you kill something. Oh, there you go.
You're on fire!
Man, they actually stopped me from scoring my 100. Well, you've seen plenty of Eldegoss play for me. Wigglytuff probably was the best one. They did get super nerfed though, so I don't know if they're still the best. They probably are. Well, I guess best is also relative because Blissey has Safeguard, which is good for its own different reason than, like, you know, really being oppressive against the enemy. Really, they got it? That's just annoying. He's caught up to us. The CPU heard you trash talking him? Pretty much. So you can play as any Pokemon in practice mode at least, and kind of get a feel for their attacks and whatnot. I think that was battle number 4. Oh yeah, I need to use the gather here. Yeah, that was battle number 4. I think Blissey could be one of the better ones to go with. Because you can either, like, healing is super, like, straightforward. You just use soft boiled and you just, like, heal people. You can even heal yourself without having anyone around you. It is just so straightforward and easy. And then you can also use Safeguard to get rid of debuffs, and provide a shield, which is good for, like, more advanced play as well. And probably Safeguard. Blissey is probably better for higher levels there. And coins come relatively quickly, I guess. Like, with all the quests that you end up doing. I guess it doesn't come that quickly. It took me... So I bought Talonflame, which I think was 6,000, and I bought Charizard, which was another 6,000, so that's 12,000. And I currently have 22,000, I think. So I've earned 34,000 from like playing every day. And I know not everyone plays every day, especially not as much as I do. So you don't get like the 2,000 per week. Yeah, Blissey is very supportive, very much like Eldegoss. You don't really... I mean, Pound at the beginning is really strong and defeats a lot of wild Pokemon really easily. So she's got that going for her, but overall, not really that much of an attacker. Not like, you know, Wigglytuff was everything. Wigglytuff would just be like, oh, there are 5 people over there, let me just sing into the group of you. Alright, now I'm going to double slap you all. And now you're all at less than half health. And like, while you were sleeping, my teammates came over and now you're all dead. Now that's not as good anymore now that you wake up when you get slept. But you know, you could still sing them and then not attack them and then score or run away or get all your people to stop them from attacking the Dreadnought, or you know, have your team show up, or any number of things. So it's still really good. It's just not like 1,000,000% broken here. Alright, so I guess we don't have enough people. You guys can hop back in at this point, like, if, I know that I said that if there are people waiting to join, then go for it, but since there aren't any people waiting to join, I'll allow repeats. Alright, since no one's joining, I'll just go ahead and hop in here. And now that you mention it, Jigglypuff is in a lot of games. Like, for being just like a random Pokemon from Gen 1, that wasn't even really that good. Jigglypuff's in like everything. I totally thought that I was Eldegoss. That's so funny. I was like, how come my character is moving down when I pressed up? Skillies is like, I'm taking this last hit. All 4 CPUs showed up in the top lane there. I think that's the way to do it. You gotta hit the enemy from in the back, and then hit both of them with the Fire Blast by attacking the Pokemon in the front.
You're on fire!
Oh yeah, now we're really cooking.
You're on fire!
Unsurprisingly, the key to being good is positioning and movement, just like in every other competitive game.
What a goal! You're on to the final stretch!
What was that that knocked him back? Are you guys able to hear someone in the background? I have Lucaria's stream open because I want to talk to her in between matches. She's another streamer that asked me to play some games with her today. There's supposed to be some sort of collaboration event going on. Hey there, Richard Reed.
Time's up!
The update is pretty nice. I like a lot of things about it. I like the showing who scored where. I like the new UI. I like all the new events that gave us all these item enhancers and things like that. Oh yeah, I need to fill that in. Let me do that. Let's see, retro read. So my bot, I can set it up so that it automatically plugs streamers when they first arrive and say something. But I'm so lazy. I haven't like filled in everyone's stuff yet. Oop, that's retro Saiyan, not retro read. Hang on. Let's see, retro read. There they are. Let's see, what are we going to have it say for retro read? I know you play Pokemon Unite. And I know you've played a couple of like Mario games recently, I feel like. That actually, I may be saying recently, but it may have been like forever ago, honestly. I mostly have been paying attention to Unite content lately. So let's just look it up so that I don't have to embarrass myself further. Looks like Pokemon card updates, some Animal Crossing. Oh yeah, it's Paper Mario, that's right. Splatoon, Smash, lots of viewer battles, lots of viewer games. And you're currently going through Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And, you know, I used to do multiple games at once. You're going through Skyward Sword HD and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Back in the day, I used to do multiple playthroughs at the same time on the channel. It's kind of a pain to do that, though. Like, you end up looking back and it's like you spent like 6 months playing one game. I mean, you spent 6 months playing 2 games or 3 games, but like, it doesn't take that long to finish a game, and it just feels frustrating, or it felt frustrating to me to what's it called? To spend so long on a game that I know I could finish a lot sooner. Splatoon, Pokemon, Smash. That's probably enough. I know you also do like Super Mario Party and things like that, but I have a character limit. There we go. The next stream that you speak in, you'll get the automatic plug there. It only happens once per stream though. And there are always new games coming out that I'm missing. Exactly. Oops. I think that was game number 5 just then. I was so upset that they took out the CPU's forfeiting. I mean, if they took out the CPU's forfeiting, then we may as well play random matches, because at least humans might forfeit. CPUs definitely will not forfeit. And we may lose a couple of matches, but like, whatever. We can lose. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Project Triangle Strategy, Metroid Dread. Like, there's always something else coming out. And then on top of all that, they're like and then you have to make time to play with viewers. Like, there's Smash, there's Pokemon Unite, there's going to be Mario Party All-Stars, Super Mario Party, Mario Kart. And they're always wanting to play some new game like Among Us or Fall Guys and things like that. So much stuff. Oh yeah, Splatoon 3 is coming out in like later this year, I think, right? Charizard and 3 defenders.
Ready, go!
The most difficult thing for me is going to be like my early game, like if I'm doing ranked, because like I'm kind of gotten into a habit of like how many basic attacks I need to do before moving on to the next APOM. But like with everyone running these like high level muscle bands, which gives you extra attack and more attack speed, it's gonna be different, you know? Oh no, it looks like I'm missing Lucaria's stream. She's about to end. Very unfortunate. I was actually trying to catch her earlier because I was watching Philly, which is this other Pokemon Unite streamer that I've been watching recently, because he rated Lucaria. And they were apparently supposed to be doing some sort of like collaboration event today that I was just like kind of get in on just from knowing Lucaria. But like I was watching Philly's stream and I was like, alright, well, shouldn't Lucaria also be live right now? But then like she wasn't up and I was like, oh well, okay, well she's probably just busy, you know. I think she's in school or something like that. I just kind of let it go.
You're on fire!
Just for anyone that's unaware, self-promotion is actually completely fine on my channel. I noticed that Sailor Mercury was like, oh, I uploaded a video, and some channels will be like, oh, you can't do that, don't talk about your channel while you're watching my channel. But, you know, I've always been of the opinion, like, even early on, that, like, you know, YouTube subscriptions are for free. So as long as they aren't, like, spamming, which is actually not allowed, spamming isn't allowed, but mentioning that you have a channel or that you stream or that you have videos or that you just uploaded a video, that's no problem with me.
2, 1. Time's up. You win.
He must be streaming his 18 plus streams? What are you talking about? Who is he? Oh, I wonder what happened to John Dura. That's what who he is there. I'm all caught up now. Let's see how many games that was. That was number 6. It's gonna take forever to finish all of these. How long do we have until? Actually, it looks like this is just lasts forever. We'll never have to run out of this because we don't have to rush per se on this. Guess we should do a couple of ranked matches. I know that not everyone will be able to participate then, but you know, we'll go back to quick shortly thereafter. Still need to do a gather here. Alright, if you're able to join, go ahead and hop in. You need to have expert rank or veteran or ultra or master in order to join. Oh yeah, I've been saying for months now that I'm pretty sure that Waluigi is the final character for Super Smash Brothers. So here's the reasoning behind all that. So if you go back and watch some really old footage when they first announced DLC Fighter Pass 2, they said there were going to be 5 characters. And then when they introduced the first character in the Fighter Pass, DLC 2, then they said, oh, actually, never mind, we're going to make this 6 characters. It was supposed to be 5, but now it's going to be 6. So I was thinking to myself, like, okay, well, they already had the characters planned that they were going to do, and then something made them add another character. So that's my first piece of evidence. And if you think back to all the social media presence around the announcement of the DLC fighters, everyone was like, oh, everyone is here, but Waluigi's not. And there's this whole, like, we want Waluigi movement on social media. And sure, by the time DLC 6 came, so there was all the social media around DLC, we want Waluigi. So that's why I think that they probably added that in. And sure, by now no one wants Waluigi anymore. That was just a meme, and it died as all memes do. But I think that, you know, really old Japanese developers that are kind of like watching social media, that's exactly the type of thing for them to like look at it and be like, oh, they want this thing, and then by the time they actually make it work, no one cares anymore. I'm actually gonna do Cinderace for this battle here if I'm able to. I guess I'm not able to, that's fine. I'll do Eldegoss. I'll go bottom path here. And then another reason that I think that it might be Waluigi is because they already announced Steve. So if you think about it, you know, they announced, what was it? Byleth was number 1 for DLC Pack 2. I forget who was number 1 for DLC Pack 2, but it was like a Nintendo character. It was either, maybe it was Min Min or something like that. And then there was like Min Min and Byleth, and then they added Steve, Sephiroth, Pyra, Kazuya. That's more than 5. So it was Min Min first, then it had to have been Steve, then Sephiroth, then Pyra, and then most recently Kazuya. So like the whole point of DLC mostly is to, you know, make people more interested in the game for longer so that you don't have to develop the next game as quickly. Oh no, this is a bully lane. For them. Yeah. Well, we got our Audinos, and I got the center Audino, so I'm gonna count that as a win. And we got our level 5 Fletchender coming down to help us with the bees. Oh, that's aggressive. Yeah, get all of that. For whatever reason, now there's an Eldegoss down here. Is Snorlax supposed to be the jungler or something? Did they already clear their Audinos over here? Nope, there they are. Talonflame's level 7. They don't have a level 7 on their team yet. You're not gonna score, just give up, dude. Oh, I took Cotton Spore! Oh no! Well, this is going to be an interesting game. No one rotated for Dreadnought, which is interesting. Like, the enemy team didn't rotate, the ally team didn't rotate. Isn't this supposed to be ranked? Still no one's rotated. What? What's going on here? Oh, here's the enemy team. Oh, really? It didn't come out in time. It's too late to rotate now, guys. Just let the goal is just going to die. There are 5 of them there. I guess there's not 5 of them there, but there's not really anything you could have done there. At least we can take the Rotom, right? Nope, we can't take the Rotom either. Alright, well, There's still 2 more Dreadnoughts to try to get, so we'll just focus on that instead next. Yeah, I wish that I had taken Cotton Guard, but we're going to probably end up losing this one pretty handily. But that doesn't mean we're going to give up, because you can always win every single game, because Zapdos exists. We need to be down for the Dreadnought. That's coming up. Let's use the Gather here. War Turtle's already here, waiting for us. Nope, too early. But I got it though. Still didn't get level 9 from that. Oh, the enemy team must have gotten it. Okay. The enemy Eldegoss got it, not me. No point in trying to get the Rotom, because they're going to probably just kill us and then take that as well. You just gotta take as much experience points as you can, and then try to get to as high level as you can for the Zapdos fight. I couldn't even get past his Assault Vest, that's so sad.
You can do it!
Watch out, there are 3 coming. You should run. Watch your map, by the way. If you see that, like, I'm running from a lot of people, then that means you should probably also run. I guess you probably pop your Unite, didn't you? It's like you stayed there for so long. Alright. The last Dreadnought is only going to last for 6 seconds, so we can't get that in time, so we're just going to not worry about it.
You're in trouble.
Alright, well, we got 2 down, but they're all here. They're coming into the central area. We have no choice, even though usually you don't want to start Zapdos. Like, we're so far behind right now that we really kind of have to. Did we get it? Nope, we did not. Alright. A super loss. Don't give up. That's so funny that they would say that just as it was the perfect time to give up because we've been losing by so much the entire time, and the one win condition that we had was also taken from us. So I don't know how many people are kind of like are new, generally speaking. I know that the people that are in the lobby with me kind of know what's going on. But if you're watching and you're like, oh, I wonder what happened. Why did they lose? When you defeat Dreadnought, your whole team gets an entire level's worth of experience points. And if you look at the experience points difference, it's just too much. Like, they're too strong for us. We can't beat them. If we fight 5v5, we won't win. If we fight 1v1, we won't win. Basically, any number of level difference is just too much. And so when you have, when you win 2 Dreadnought fights, so you're just for free 2 extra levels going into the Zapdos fight. We got, I'm level 11 and Utopia's level 11 versus some level 14s. It becomes kind of impossible. So you gotta leave whatever you're doing at the top lane, go to the bottom lane right before around 7:30 on the clock in order to fight for Dreadnought, because that's the most important objective. You get 3 of them each game. Also, I took Cotton Spore, which is terrible. I should have taken Cotton Guard so I could shield my teammates and heal them, but that's a separate issue though. I just realized the win 12 ranked missions with a friend. Yeah, that's gonna be rough, especially for the people that were already high ranked. Like, what are you supposed to do with that? Oh yeah, so 10 minutes ago I was talking about, so I guess Chomper's out for this game because they were here in the previous game. If someone else joins, then I'll kick Litopia, who was out, who was in the previous game. But we'll see. I don't think that we have that many viewers that are able to play with us because of their ranking. So anyway, I was talking about Waluigi and Smash, right? So like if you look at the characters that they added in DLC Fighter Pass 2, most of them were not very hype. Like, there was Steve that broke the internet, right? But then there was like Pyra and Sephiroth and Kazuya, and people were like, okay, cool, I guess Sephiroth is nice. And then Pyra, people were like, if you're a Xenoblade Chronicles fan, you were like, oh, I love this, I'm so happy for this. And if you weren't, then you were like, who is this? And, you just didn't care. So I don't think that there are many remaining characters that would break the internet in the same way that Steve did. Like, even if they added Crash, which also makes sense generally. Like, if they were trying to get Crash early and they couldn't because Sony didn't want to play nice with them, and then they eventually managed to get Crash later on, like, maybe that's another thing that could have happened. It could have been some sort of contract that they were trying to get that they couldn't get until later on. But then, even then, like, that's not as great as, a lot of people will be like, oh, Crash, he's from this 1990 game, like, who cares? But Waluigi? People still resonate with Waluigi today. Oh, what? What? Why are they running Potion? What's going on here? I'm so confused. Toad would break the internet? Yeah, he kind of would, I guess, but like, yeah, it's kind of weird. Potion OP. I don't understand what's going on. Did they get rid of all matchmaking? Like, is everyone just paired with everyone? Like, I know that there's like no gap between like the ranked, not or like the. You can play with mobile people, and there's like you have no choice in the matter. Like you just play with mobile people or you don't, if they're available. Their aura should be coming here pretty soon. We gotta stall them. Make them think they have the advantage. Nope, they figured out that they did not have the advantage. Their aura did not go coming through the bushes, so they see him coming. They're gonna run away now. But what's most important is that we got the bees. Nice. Good kill. Now you should be running. They got me. I was trying to steal that and then dunk for the healing and then, you know, clear all that up. You should have dunked way sooner than that. What are you guys doing? We got the Triv raid. Triviality is another Pokemon Unite streamer. Actually, Master Rank player, if I'm not mistaken, right? Whoa, my score shield. Whoa, that's so much damage. That's a level 30 score shield he just blew past. Like it didn't even matter. Whew. Chill, Absol. I think we should back up here. This is not looking good for us. Yep, should have backed up there. That Absol is kind of nice, actually. Nice. Double nice. We get this buddy barrier. I don't know how he came out on top there. I'm glad that the enemy Garchomp didn't rotate down. It would have been nice for a Greninja to be there, though. clutch.
You're on fire!
So Zeraora does do more damage the more hurt they are, but I don't know if you want to have a playstyle centered around like nearly dying. I know that you're there. I'm just going to hit you again. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Alright, now we gotta be really careful here, because don't overextend after that, what's it called, push. I say it as I do the exact same thing that I said I wasn't gonna do. We need to get out of here. Absol's coming after us. Oh, darn, I forgot that you speed up when you have someone on the goal already. I was trying to let them score theirs so I could score mine afterwards, but I unfortunately
You can do it!
what's it called? Got on their second, so I overscored. Struggling to keep up is not bad though. Kind of want them to break that. Yeah, especially if they're only going to overscore by 8. That's like not a big deal. Because in 38 seconds, there's going to be double points. Ooh, the Unite move. You gotta take advantage of that. Oop, they used theirs in return. Yeah, Venusaur does really well now. I mean, Venusaur was already really good with Solar Beam and Sludge Bomb, but the Pedal Dance buff, the Gear Drain buff, it's pretty nice.
Don't give up!
Alright, be careful. The enemy could show up at any moment. Alright, they're not in that bush. There they are. They decided to fight us one by one. We do have to either take the Zapdos or we need to score enough while keeping Zapdos alive so that it actually matters. We do have most of them down here, so it would be kind of nice for us to take this here.
You're in trouble!
There we go. Alright, that's one down, 11 more to go. 12 battles with on ranked with friends in the next 14 days. I don't know if they realize how difficult it is to win in ranked. Like, that is actually a cruel quest to ask us to do.
5, 4, 3,
Yep, that seems about right. I mean, if you add up the kills and the assists, you know, Eldegoss is doing just about as good as Zero Aura there. But the kills, I definitely saw like a lot of kills that we would not have gotten without Zero Aura there, so that was great there. Kind of wish that they kind of attacked more on the Zapdos. Like, they were kind of like sitting back like we were in the lead, not attacking the Zapdos, and they were our attackers, so they were supposed to be doing all the points. But that's okay. Alright. I think we're done with ranked for now. Let's do a couple more quick matches or standard battles. We could do some standard battles. I don't remember Femboy. Who was that? Is that who that was? The Blastoise? The one that completely wrecked us? I guess it had to be, because every other battle was with viewers. Hey there, William. You can join. Absolutely. Do you know how to enter in the lobby ID using the lobby search? This is the lobby ID. Anyone can hop in. If you were in the previous match, then you know you just sit out the next one. Well, you don't sit out the next one. You don't get a guaranteed spot on the next one, I should say. I'm gonna play 4 more Charizard matches so I can finish my all-rounder quest. I'm buying that sweet, sweet battle pass. I'll be sitting out all the battle passes. They don't really give enough. Like, I feel like you don't get better at the game by getting the battle pass, you know? You get some optional new skins, and that's about it. You do get like more item enhancers and things like that, and more tickets, which equates to more item enhancers, but it's not for me, you know? Like, spending money on something that's free. I don't know how to join. Well, you go into the lobby search right here, and then you type in the number that I put on screen for you, which is this. You know, 19354-843. So, the lobby is full this time, but just so you know, you're in the main menu and you go into lobby search, and that's how you join. So the next battle, you wait for these 10 minutes to pass. I'm going to make a new lobby at the end of this, and then you join in the next one. The only defender that I have... Oh, I have Crustle and Slowbro, actually. Yeah, I was thinking, because I had to buy an all-rounder today so that I could actually do my all-rounder quest. what should the first character that you buy be? You should go into practice mode. For one thing, it seems like you're a new player, so make sure you go through all 6 tutorials and read all the information there. There are also guides that tell you very important things about the game. And then once you've done those things, go into the practice area and play with as many Pokemon as you want and see which ones are easy to aim with, see which ones kind of feel the most fun, and then choose from there. Because, you know, people will say things like, oh, well, the best character is Blastoise. Well, Blastoise just got nerfed, so if you don't have fun playing with that character, and they aren't as strong as they used to be, then maybe you won't have, you won't enjoy the character. Are there 3 in the bottom lane? No. Jungle came down and stopped us from winning. Man. Good play by them. Can't get mad at it. They just have a higher level than we do. Level 7? Man. He's already gone through 2 jungle rotations. I did not realize that they were all dead up here. Got 2 coming up from the top. Froze me in place. Charizard is a menace. Gonna be very difficult to catch up to that. Very nice. Well done, team. Let's go ahead and crush this real quick. Actually, I won't. That's a little sad. There's Snorlax in the bushes there. Yeah, get all those bees.
You're on fire!
This is a bad idea. Here comes the enemy. Yep, I knew that was a bad idea. That was not worth it. Just let them score up there because the Rotoms, or not, the Dreadnought's here. Like if we got 2 on the bottom and all 5 of us are at the, or if all 5 of us at the bottom and we got 2 of them up top scoring, this actually puts us in an advantage there. Oh no, are you guys gonna get it in time or is Cinderace gonna steal it? Cinderace is not interested in stealing it for some reason. When you play standard matches, you know, everyone knows how to play the game really, so it's kind of whatever. You can kind of make bad decisions and get away with it. He's just the stronger Charizard. Yeah, all it took in Smash 4 was one buff to change Donkey Kong from a terrible character to a pretty decent counterpick character. So you never know when it comes to these buffs. We got 4 of them down, just the Snorlax is left. But they're gonna come back though. I gotta heal here. You don't want to stay in the middle when you're really hurt, because like as you can see now my team is like down to half health and the enemy still keeps on coming back at full health.
You're on fire!
this is pretty much GG there. That was actually almost a perfect example of how to play when you're going into the Zapdos fight with the lead. The only thing that I would have changed was I would have had people go back to the base when they were hurt, so that as the enemy team keeps on coming back, they don't eventually kill us. A lot of people stayed in the pit too long at half health, so eventually you're going to lose that fight, and then once like 3 or 4 of us are down especially, so like the respawn timer super increases when you're down to the last minute. So like if you kill them twice in the pit and then they come back and they finally kill you because they've been hurting you a little bit each time, then that could be all that it takes for them to then, you know, take Zapdos and win from there. Accidentally went to a round. That's okay. You'll just not join this next battle. If we do another 3 standard battles, that's another 30 whole minutes. We won't end until 10. We should probably do quick battles or something. Let's do quick battles. It'll take only 5 minutes instead of 10. And then we can be done in 15 minutes instead. And then at the end of the stream, I definitely want to do that tutorial. Nice work, guys. It's a good thing we stole that Avalugg. That could have been like the complete opposite. Like we could have been the one that got completely destroyed just then. Yikes. Chomper, what did you do to them?
You're on fire!
Let's converge on Avalugg, I guess. About to hit my level 15. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. They just surrendered? For real? That's what I was trying to get with the bots. There's no need to surrender. It's a 5-minute game. Oh, they were level 8 and not 10. Yikes. Yeah, they were going to lose that. I don't think they were going to come back from that. That's what we call a quick battle. So this is the lobby ID. You can pause the stream right here to get it. I'm going, or rewind the stream, like go back 5 seconds or whatever. I need to check some things real quick. That's so devastating. It's going to be so difficult to get that. So we are at 8, so we need to do 2 more battles as Charizard. No, I am not going to stream the Direct tomorrow. I'm going to be at work while the Direct is happening. I will watch the Direct though. And in my Discord server, I always list the games that interested me the most from the Direct. And if I like them enough, then I actually add them to the future game streaming channel. And I just like put it on the wish list. Alright, 2 more battles. And then we're gonna like try to make a tutorial. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just like go through a couple of things that I want to cover in a tutorial. And then I'm going to make a highlight of it, and then I'll make it as an unlisted video, or maybe I'll make it a public video, whatever. And then I will have that as the opening trailer for future Unite streams, because I imagine that we are going to get a lot of new people come in. Or maybe it'll be the pinned comment or like one of the cards. So like you click the card and then you kind of like see that you have another video available.
Ready? Go!
got that? Man. Oop, there's Lucario. I expected them to be on the bottom lane. That's on me. I really need to defeat something though, because everyone's level 5 except for me. He really killed all of us. Lucario is real good.
Don't give up!
Now we're talking.
You can do it!
Nicely done. I bet that Lucario is so mad.
It's the final stretch!
Oh, he stopped my Unite move.
What a goal! What a goal! What a goal! Five, four, three, two, one.
Did we win that?
Time's up.
We somehow won that.
You win.
Points are doubled in the final stretch, so if they scored all the points at the beginning and you score all the points at the end, you will tie, but usually there are more points to get at the end as well, so good comeback, folks. Oh, when I was talking about the Lucario being mad, I was actually talking about the fact that Lucario was hiding in the bushes, waiting for someone to walk by so that he could kill them. But then the Slowbro, who got through losing a fight with us, ran to the bushes in order to get away from us. But then we just attacked into the bush without seeing who was there first. And that's actually really like a terrible thing to do, generally speaking. If you have an ally that's waiting in the bushes, waiting for your enemies to walk past you, or walk past them so they can hit them from the back while you hit them from the front, don't run through the bushes, because then the enemy's going to see that you're in the bush with them. Alright, this is the last Charizard match. I've actually kind of gotten used to Charizard. I think that once I got rid of the Fire Punch, I don't think Fire Punch was working out for us. I'm just not the type of person to run Fire Punch Charizard. All my other characters are ranged, Eldegoss and like Venusaur. And even when I play Talonflame, I'm usually like, I stay far away and then I like lunge in. I don't think that I'm really like a melee type of guy. I really would like to have a ranged all-rounder. I've been talking in other streams about Decidueye as being a ranged all-rounder that would be nice for the game, because they got like the Spirit Shackles and all the other stuff. The New Year's Pikachu, your festival Pikachu. Pretty nice outfit there.
Ready, go!
Why does Gardevoir just kill everything? They have the highest special attack in the whole game, and all of their moves actually like matter. Like their special attack actually matters. You also thought? And then you also thought? So we just got a lot of kills really early on. I would say I wouldn't turn in just yet, because getting those KOs gives you a free speedy check-in. I would check in here though, because too much damage. So the strategy for this is you get early kills and then you farm Pokemon and then you turn in a lot of points rather than just a few points. Why are they fighting so much? Like, for what purpose? The cute charm pulled me in and made me die there.
You're on fire!
Welcome back, William. You've actually missed like 3 battles, and then this is actually the final one for the stream. We're gonna make a tutorial after this. Hey there, Freestyles. How's it going?
You're on fire!
Exactly what I was waiting for. The final stretch.
The final stretch!
So now I can get 50 points. Like they're scoring like 8, right? I get that 100. No point in killing them all, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Charizard got away. The Charizard didn't get away because they decided to come back? Why'd you come back? That makes no sense. I don't want to die here, so I'm going to score while I can. That team was so aggro for no reason whatsoever. Like, sometimes you just gotta hang back and just, like, see what's going on. Like, they spent so much time trying to fight that they didn't actually, like, get any points. They actually got more kills. Well, they didn't get more kills than us, but, like, they got a lot of kills. And they were a higher level than us overall. This is a game about scoring, not about killing your opponents. That's kind of one of the most important lessons to learn, and it's a big mistake in the lower ranks. Too many people kind of like sit around and try to fight a lot, and like if you die, then you're gonna try to like immediately get back into it and fight them again. But really, if you lose a fight, then you should not re-engage. You should go run away and fight wild Pokemon until you're strong enough to guarantee victory. And we're done with the all-rounders. So that's pretty nice. I guess we'll do Defenders the next stream. And then I always play Eldegoss in ranked, so I will probably get most of those off stream and some of them on stream and ranked. Anything else here that I'm missing out on? Got to participate in ranked matches with a friend. That's super rough. 12 days to do all that. Also, how long is the season? I don't know how long the season is. Okay, we got 45 days. That's quite a while. Alright, let's do some more house cleaning, or housekeeping. It's a lot of tickets. A lot of tickets. Does this say how many I have? I wish I could say how many I have of these things. I'm pretty sure I have one of each of these. The Battle Point Pass, the coin, and the coin passes. You're welcome. Let's see. We got a lot of a lot of tickets here. Yeah, for the people that, you know, pretty much know what they're doing and know how to play, you know, it's fine for you to leave. I'm not really going to be doing much that progresses you towards getting more item enhancers at this point. It's more of like a thing for my own channel. So take care to those that are leaving. I'm gonna get started on this tutorial soon enough. I don't really know what else we're going to go for. Like, everything else is kind of good. Like, we got level 30 Muscle Band, Scopeland's Score Shield. Let's actually take a look at the Pokemon sets that we have. Muscle Band, Score Shield. I guess Buddy Bear would be a good one to go for. What else do I use? I mostly also use Venusaur, but I think Venusaur is going to start using Choice Specs. Damage moves by minimum of 50. I mean, that's kind of pretty nice there. Should we get Choice Specs to 40? And then the other Pokemon that I mostly use, let's actually get a couple of other ones going. So Talonflame. Attack weight is no more. It's all about the Razor Claw now. And probably not even Focus Band, right? I mean, I like Focus Band. It makes me feel safe. But like, if I got, now that I have Scopelands, like, I don't know, man. And do you need to score a shield if you're going to kill them? I think I will use score shield just because it's good extra HP, and that's really useful early on. The super item enhancers worked really well. We now have a level 30 score shield, level 30 Scopelands. Like, we can just take a look at what I've got. So these are the three that I use my super item enhancers on. And then I use the points to get Buddy Barrier to 20 and Razor Claw to 20. Well, Buddy Barrier was at 10. I raised it to 20 from 10. Razor Claw went from 1 to 20. And Choice Specs went from 1 to 10. So I had about 500 left after that, which I didn't feel like using at the moment. Now we have 1,000 because I just bought 400 or so with the extra ones. Put a lot of thought into what items you're going to use for your super enhancers, because you only get 3 of them. I'm pretty sure that we're only ever going to get 3 of them ever. Like, I don't think we'll ever get more than that, because that's the type of thing that the developers can add into the game once and then say, yep, this game's not free pay to win. You know, all you gotta do is get to level 14 and then you get 3 items at level 30 for free. Like, you can't pay to win there. And so I don't think you're gonna get more than that. They might introduce an item that it might cost a lot of tickets, or maybe some premium crystals or something like that, that lets you reset an item all the way to level 1 and then give you all the item enhancers that you used up. It would be nice if that were with tickets, if you could do that with tickets though, because then you could, you know, pool all of your stuff into a couple of items, and then if you like started hating one particular Pokemon and really liking another Pokemon, and you wanted to switch around your items, you could just do that. I know this is a bad idea, but I so want to have something like Rocky Helmet and a weakness policy together. I know it's bad, but like, it just seems like, you know, you're supposed to run Garchomp with Rocky Helmet, weakness policy, and like something else like Razor Claw. It just feels right. But it's probably wrong. You're probably still better off with Muscle Band anyway for the extra basic speed attack, because when it increases your basic attack speed, and since Garchomp's boosted attack is super fast, that just makes it even faster. Can't really go wrong with it. I guess I could start working on getting things that I like at 10 up to level 20. So that would be, first I'm going to get Choice Specs up there, and then I'm going to get well, let's get Choice Specs up first, and then we'll see how the rest goes. We should be able to get up there, because it costs 567 to get to level 20. Go. And then Leftovers is no good. I've always kind of been interested in Energy Amplifier, so let's go ahead and get that one to 20 as well, because having your Unite move charge faster and having your attacks cool down faster is really nice, and then you could combo that with like Shell Bell for even more cooldown. At level 30, you can have a 10%, well, it's a 9% cooldown reduction, which is pretty nice. Do I want Energy Amplifier to get to level 20, or do I want to get Energy Amplifier to 10? And then get something else up to 20? Like, what am I really feeling? Kind of feeling, let me take another look at the Pokemon that I use here. So like, that's fine, Razor Claw is good, and then Cinderace is the other one. I think that, honestly, I should start working on getting Razor Claw up to level 30 next. I think that's where I should be putting my points. Because at this point, I've got String did not die, at least according to my view. It's still running. Because if you look at all my sets, so like Buddy Berry would be good to get to 30 at some point. Oops. That would have been a terrible mistake. I need to figure out what I want to do with Venusaur. That's the main thing. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing with that. I guess I could do Muscle Band. You can't really go wrong with Muscle Band. And then Choice Specs. And I need to decide whether I'd want to do Choice Specs or Scope Lens. Probably, no, I definitely want to do Choice Specs here. So that's that one. And then what else do I actually use? I use Eldegoss, that one's pretty set in stone. My all-rounder is Charizard, that one's pretty set in stone, that's Razor. Another attacker that I use is Venusaur or Cinderace. For Defender, I actually don't use a Defender. I should figure out a Defender to use and then use it. Welcome back, Alaya. You're towards the end of the stream now. You showed up at the beginning. Yeah, but we're about to. I'm figuring out what movesets I want to use. I guess I'll decide later. Maybe I'll choose Mamoswine even. I don't really know. None of these really speak to me. And then Talonflame is the only one that I'm interested in there. So we have one for Razor Claw, one for Choice Specs, one for Buddy Barrier, two for Razor Claw, yeah, I think that we're going to go with Razor Claw. Because most of my Pokemon, or more Pokemon use Razor Claw than anything else. So let's get Razor Claw up to 30, or as close as we can get. We're not going to be able to get very far here. Alright, so now let's work towards getting the tutorial stuff. So there are a couple things that I want to go over. Unite is 5v5. Choose a lane, or choose a role. Choose a lane. Defeat wild Pokemon. Score. And then lastly, I want to do practice mode, and then timing of all wild Pokemon. So those are going to be the things that I want to cover in this tutorial. I'm going to pin that so that I can use it for my own reference. We will be doing probably friendly matches or CPU matches for this, just so I can have footage for the tutorial there. So you will be able to join. Oh yeah, how to actually play. How to join a lobby. So what I think I want to do here is I think that I want to remove the sound, or remove the music, because it's going to be weird to kind of hop around. Yeah, so I think this is what we're going to do. We'll add the music in post. And I guess we'll have to also like do a kind of an intro. So the goal is that you get this all this information needs to be done within 3 minutes. That's the goal, is to condense all this into a 3-minute video. It sounds like it's going to be pretty difficult to do that. So I'll try my best. Hello and welcome everyone. This is Stormy Sensei, and this is Pokemon Unite. I'll be able to cut out all the transitions and things like that. The first and most important thing that you'll need to know about this game is how to join a lobby, because if you're new to the game and you want to play with someone, that's what you're gonna have to do. Go into Unite Battle. Every time you go into battle, there's a lobby ID that shows up in the top left corner of your screen. In order to join a lobby that's already open, if you're watching a streamer, you can go into the lobby search. If you want to join a streamer that already has a lobby ID, you go into the lobby search and enter the ID. And that's how you join. Alright, moving on to the next thing, we got to do a 5v5 battle. So if you guys want to hop in here, then go for it. This is gonna be footage for the tutorials. But if you don't, then yeah, that's also fine. Man, I'm so hungry. I should have had dinner before streaming. I still have to watch What If after this. Alright, so we just got the one, that's fine, we can do the rest here. Pokemon Unite is a 5v5 team battle. There are lots of Pokemon to choose from, each with their own abilities. You'll notice that the black text tells you whether the Pokemon is a special attacker or an attacker. And then furthermore, the blue text tells you their role and their range. Ranged attackers obviously attack from a distance, melee attackers attack up close. When you're in battle, be sure to do battle prep before every battle. You can choose your battle item, going between something like potion is not that great, eject button, your different held items, and always be sure to call your path. Because this is a team-based game, it means that you can't do everything by yourself. You're gonna have to leave some things up to your teammates. At the beginning of the game, everyone's going to choose a path. So you're gonna have 2 people going up top, 1 person in the middle, and then 2 down in the bottom. Generally, that's the most common strategy. The objective of the game is to score as many points as possible. The way that you gain points to score is by defeating wild Pokemon, and you also get experience points by defeating wild Pokemon. So pretty much defeating wild Pokemon is the most important thing that you can do. Don't be tricked into thinking that this is a combat-based game. You're not really supposed to spend a lot of time fighting the enemy, because you get, a little bit of experience points from defeating an enemy, but if they kill you, then you have to respawn, which takes a long time. When it comes to defeating wild Pokemon, everyone that attacks the wild Pokemon gets a share of the experience points, but the person that actually defeats the wild Pokemon gets the majority of the experience points. So whenever you can, be sure to be the last person to take the last hit. When there are more people standing on the goal, you score faster. So try to score with your team. Even though you'll see a lot of people kind of sitting at their goal waiting for things to happen, you shouldn't really spend too much time being still. You should always be out finding more Pokemon to defeat. If you look in the map in the top corner, you should pretty much always be looking at your map. You will see that there are yellow dots on the map. Those are where you could potentially find wild Pokemon to defeat. You'll also see an icon for your teammates. It's very important, because if you see them running away from enemies, you can know to be in position to help them out. So as you can see, as we keep on scoring, the number of points left on this goal keeps going down. At this point, if I were to score 10, then we would destroy the goal. There is some strategy to when you should destroy a goal. You might want to destroy it as soon as possible. So I might want to put in my 24 here, and then that would be, you know, how much you score. But you might also want to wait until even longer, so that you have even more points. Because once you score on a goal and destroy it, you can't score there anymore. I'll talk about Dreadnought and Rotom like later on, so I don't really need to worry about that at the moment. Ooh, jeez. Oh, you got me. Wow. Losing to a CPU, that's crazy. I got united on by 2 different Pokemon at the same time. Got me against the wall there. We actually hit this. The rest of this entire map is actually useless. I don't need any more footage for the rest of this game. I like how I'm like trying not to steal from the jungle, but my allies are CPUs, so like it really doesn't matter. Also, I feel like we're dangerously close to actually losing, so I'm going to kind of pick up the pace here. should have mentioned that defeating wild Pokemon actually heals you as well.
Goal! You're on fire!
Wow, even the CPU knows to gather for Zapdos. Oh, yikes, that is something else there. Luckily, the computer always stops what they're doing and attacks you rather than continuing to kill the Zapdos like they should have been doing. What is he doing? What? Why are you just standing there? You're not going to score? You're not going to attack? Kind of weird not having the music. Alright, so I went over all that stuff now. So I need to talk about practice mode and the timing of all the wild Pokemon as well. So there's actually a thing that's in, what's it called? Here we go, this battle guide. So this battle guide actually is really helpful. Actually, a lot of the things that people like make YouTube videos about actually kind of are explained in here. I don't remember it being there in the, oops, I don't want to go to the practice arena area yet. And this isn't part of the tutorial, this is just me literally telling the people watching the stream. You should read all of these. And then you can even like click on each of these things to kind of how the game explains this stuff. Even gives like the timing for those as well. Like, I never knew what caused the max Eos energy to keep going up. Like, I figured it has something to do with either the time of the match or the level. But it just tells you right here. Goal assists. When multiple people gather on the goal zone, goal scoring for all teammates is sped up. It even gives you the numbers. With 4 people, there's a 60% increase in goal scoring time. Like, how helpful is that? And then even having one person there increases it by 30%. Like, that's a lot. Wild Pokemon give more experience points. They have more Eos energy, and the points that you double or points that you score are doubled. Like, everything's great about this thing here. I now know this is called a Slackberry, which is interesting because Slack berries are used to increase your speed in a pinch. You teach run away when you can't win. I'm mostly going over well, I did actually talk about that you're not supposed to really fight. You're supposed to just score and like run away and fight wild Pokemon. I haven't shown it on screen, but I don't think I need to. Like, I think that it's fine to not go over every single thing because it's only supposed to be a 3-minute video in total. But as long as they get like the basics of like, hey, choose a lane, don't steal the jungle. I mean, I don't even think this don't steal the jungle is necessary, but like choose a lane and go with that particular lane is important enough to know, I think. And then you know, when all the things happen, I guess. All right, so how are we gonna segue into talking about the practice mode? All right, I got it. There are actually a lot more tips that I'm going to be able to give you in this quick 3-minute video. The best place to get all this information is through the practice mode. There's actually a battle guide if you in the top corner there that tells you a lot of information about the game. So be sure to read through all of this. Also go through all 6 tutorials that the game gives you. And lastly, be sure to also check out the practice area. Within the practice area, you're able to play as every single Pokemon, even the ones that you don't own yet. So you can practice how to play a character before buying it, or if you want to try out a new technique, then you can try that as well. You can choose which opponent you have and what sets they have as well, but keep in mind that this is going to be an AI, a computer that's controlling this character, so they're probably not going to play very well, and they're not going to really be able to teach you how to fight against humans. But you can learn things like how many attacks it takes to kill them and things like that.
Ready? Go!
A couple of very useful things that they have in practice area. If you go into the practice options, you can turn off move cooldowns, which means that you're able to just keep on attacking as much as you want. Also, this training dummy is here. You can actually set it to look at your own stats. So my Gabite has 3,900 HP with 90 defense and 67 special defense. But I can actually also within this menu increase my level, and you can see that my HP keeps on going up in defense and special defense as well. one more thing that I need to cover is the timings of all the wild Pokemon. I think I know most of them.
You lose.
Yeah, I'm familiar with stuff like that. I think I have used that already. Just constantly attacks.
Ready, go!
The last thing for me to teach is the timing of all the various Pokemon. So these Apom spawn immediately. Next up, you're going to have these Pokemon in the center here. At 9:40, these Pokemon in the center appear. So these Pokemon on the wings, as well as these Pokemon in the middle. You want to try to get this Corphish because, you know, it's a slight lead, but it's still a lead. At 9 minutes, this Corphish appears in the wings next behind your base. It's kind of risky to go for this one because they might score on you during that time. Also, it's pretty risky because at 8:50, the first set of bees shows up. It's a really good amount of experience points that you get for that. At 8:45, these Corphish in the middle show up as well. And for a while, you're kind of sitting around trying to fight with your other opponents in the lane. I forgot about the central lane Pokemon. Even though the attacks are off, they still fight. What's important to know is that as you defeat the wild Pokemon, they come back about a minute after you defeat them. So pay attention to the order in which they were defeated so that you can be there early to get the next ones. At 7:30, you're going to start to see a timer at the top and the bottom of the map. And those are warning you of upcoming objectives, very important objectives. One much more than the other. At 7:20 though, the bees are going to appear again. You definitely want to get those experience points. It can kind of help you out with the experience points you might need before heading into the Dreadnought fight. Don't worry about this top objective. This is Rotom. If you defeat it, then he will walk towards a goal and then let you score on it more easily. But he can be defeated. More importantly, you've got Dreadnought. Defeating Dreadnought gives your whole team an extra level. So we're at level 6 right now. And we're almost level 7 as you can see. Defeating it, we got to level 7 and we're almost level 8 already. Very important. Alright, I think that's really all that I need from these. I'm going to quit and move on to the next one. And then I'll talk about Zapdos afterwards.
You win.
I wish I could just go back to the practice area menu. Also do Snorlax here. What level's my weakness policy? 1? Yeah. Muscle Band, Buddy Barrier, Score Shield probably. Can't go wrong with that pairing. So many skins.
Ready, go!
For the center lane, which is its own special beast, you got this little pup that spawns at the very beginning. Then you gotta wait until 9:45, where the rest of the jungle spawns. You got Ludicolo that lets you do extra damage to hurt wild Pokemon. Buffalont, which lets you do, or makes you slow down the opponent when you hit them with your attacks. And then the 2 Corphish. Don't take these Corphish if you're not, if you didn't call the center lane, even though they look kind of helpless. Like, you need every single one of these Pokemon in order to get level 5 before you leave the jungle. See, there's level 5. We needed every single one of those Pokemon there. From there you can use the jump pads to go into the center. I mentioned the Corphish up here that spawns at 9:40, but note that there's no Corphish on the bottom, but there's instead an Audino that spawns instead at the top. It's the main difference between top and bottom lane. The Pokemon in the jungle respawn 1 minute after you defeat them. So first here's the Ludicolo, and then after that I defeated the Buffalont, which just respawned, and then it's going to take a while for these Corphish to reappear. Oops. Well, I guess I can skip that out of the, oh, it was literally buffering the things. That's okay. Yeah, that's dangerous. I guess the game didn't really expect for you to have 0 cooldown on those things. Once you've defeated Dreadnought, you'll probably want to head with your team up top, you know, getting a little bit of experience points along the way. To head for the other objective, which is Rotom. If you actually succeeded at getting the Dreadnought, then the enemy team might already be there, trying to defeat it instead. But once again, as I mentioned, the person that gets the last hit gets the special effect. Rotom's special effect is they slowly walk towards the goal, and then when they reach the goal, they dunk 20 points in, and then it doesn't take any time at all for you to dunk. You're getting further away from the correct answer, Alex, not closer. The problem is that programming isn't like a job title. That's an action that people do when they have the job title that you're thinking of. Dreadnought will reappear 2 minutes after you last defeated it. If you're fast enough, you can actually get 3 Dreadnought in one battle. And 3 Rotom in one battle, if you're really, really quick.
You're on fire!
I guess it's worth mentioning that at the top of every minute, the announcer will tell you how close you are. If they say that it's a close battle, then you're, within 30 points of each other. If you're in the lead, then you have less than 100 points more than the opponent. If you have a huge lead, you have at least 100 points more than the enemy team. Software engineer is actually a bit too fancy. I'm not quite that high up. Oh no. So as you can see, Rotom also will attack the enemy as they get towards the goal. Very helpful. But generally in a big team, Rotom will not actually be able to defeat them, and he will be easily defeated. If you already are at maxed on the number of Eos energy that you have, then any new wild Pokemon that you defeat will drop Eos energy on the ground. Generally, you want to just pick these up, because if you don't pick it up, your enemies will. And you want to have more Eos energy, because that gives you more opportunity to score. That being said, the more Eos energy you have, the harder it is for you to score. It takes about a little bit more than 5 seconds for you to score 50. But it takes less than half a second for you to score, 10. And if the enemy hits you while you're trying to score, then you get interrupted. At the 2.5 minute mark, you'll start to see a timer in the center. Counting down the final objective, a very important one. Not quite as important as Dreadnought at the high level, but, in the early games, it's very, very important. This here is Zapdos. Within the last 2 minutes, all points that you score are worth double. So you want to think about scoring, but you also want to make sure that you don't necessarily give up Zapdos easily. As you can see, Zapdos is a very strong opponent. It's very difficult to take him on one-on-one, especially when you're an AI that's underleveled. You generally don't want to fight Zapdos by yourself, because the enemy will take all your hard work and defeat you and then just get Zapdos for you. Once you defeat Zapdos, you cause a thundershock on every enemy on the entire field. And then you get to score for free for the next 20 seconds. Or maybe it's 25 seconds, I'm not quite sure. By that point, the game's pretty much over. Usually whoever gets Zapdos wins because you get double points. Everyone on the team gets 20 Aeos energy. So you're at least getting, 40 for every person that scores at that point. It's pretty difficult to get to, 500 points by the time you get to Zapdos, but it's very easy to score 500 points in the last 2 minutes. So be sure to never give up until Zapdos is gone. Now, if you've been losing this whole time and then they take Zapdos, then maybe think about surrendering. But otherwise, you generally want to make sure that you're not giving up until it's actually too late to win. I think I got all of them. I think I got everything that I wanted to cover. So I guess I will make a highlight of all that. There's obviously more stuff to learn in the game, like which held items you should use and things like that. But at least for an intro for go in your lane, defeat wild Pokemon, score together, travel with your team, that's important enough, I guess. Highlight of that. And so the goal will be to condense all that into a short video. Hopefully it'll be less than 3 minutes long. I think it will be, because I'm going to do a lot of jump cuts and then add some music on top of it, and then that could be like a quick little tutorial on how to play Unite. I've been meaning to do something similar for Smash, where I just kind of quickly go over how to play, but never got around to it. Also, Smash is a bit more complicated. Let's see, so I need to go all the way as far back as... Alright, that's actually more than long enough, because I was upgrading my items, and then after I upgraded my items, that's when I decided to do the rest. Oh yeah, when I quit to the main menu, or to the Switch menu, there we go. So that's 40 minutes worth of stuff that I have to condense down. Tutorial raw footage. So that's unlisted now. And I'll eventually edit that down and add some music. It might take me some time though. I got nothing else for you guys. Let's find someone to raid if we can. Maybe Retro Reed is going live right now? Eh? Otherwise, we're gonna just raid Boom Beetle, who's the top, or one of the top Snorlax players. Let's see. Beacon of Nick playing Unite with viewers. Crashy playing Pokemon Unite. Erico just finished the stream 9 minutes ago. If only we had been faster. No stream tonight? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to raid Boom Beetle. So be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed today's stream. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more from me. I'm going to send you guys to like one of the best players out there. So you guys can learn a lot from them, a lot more than, like, I learned things the last time I went to their channel. So you can learn probably even more from them than from me. But have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Take care and bye.